Good day, everyone, and welcome to today's market technical breakdown. My name is Anthony Phillips Njoko, the founder of 10x Digital Link, where everyone who has a knowledge gap in digital trading can get the right knowledge, get the right guidance, also get the right two sets to enable them trade the financial market profitably. So this market technical breakdown is for the time period of 10th of November to the 14th of November. So how this happens is that we're going to go over our forecast for last week. Forecast is more like we anticipate that the market is going to buy, we anticipate the market is going to sell, and this particular market has to do with a pair. Like you can see here, Euro USD. We'll be taking over Euro USD, GBP USD, GBP JPY, XAU USD, also known as gold, Bitcoin USDT, Ethereum USDT, and Solana USDT. So we're covering both forex pair, a precious metal like gold, and then cryptocurrencies. Okay, so I want you to watch to the end because we're dropping a lot of information, a lot of opportunities, and a lot of content. Okay, so without wasting any more of our time, let's talk about the Euro USD pair we see in front of us. So Euro USD for last week, the market was over here on Monday, and we said that we wanted the market to come towards this demand level. Okay, the market come towards this demand level for Euro USD before we then start anticipating for more buys. But what the market do instead? The market bought. Okay, it came down a bit, but did not get to that demand level and then bought. Okay, so if you are taking the sales from that Monday, okay, you would have been correct up to Wednesday uh, New York session. Then on Thursday, there was a total reversal on the market. Okay, so with this in mind, let's now update this particular chart. To update it, we go to the weekly time frame. Weekly time frame, we spot out the previous week high and previous week low. This is previous week high over here. This is previous week low over here. Then after we spot out the previous week low, we go to the daily time frame. So in daily time frame, we spot out the daily demand and daily supply. So this is daily demand all the way down here, okay? And this is daily supply all the way up here. So that still holds and holds properly. Then on the 4 hours time frame, we spot out the 4 hours demand and 4 hours supply. So on the 4 hours demand and 4 hours supply, the same 4 hours demand and 4 hours supply we see still holds. Okay, so basically what I can see for Euro USD right now is more of this looks like a wave, okay? Like impulse, this is looking like a correction that still anticipates for under impulse. Okay, so right now what I can see for Euro USD is, first of all, let's just check this trend. Trend is a friend. I see more of a continuation as in a fall on Euro USD. Yes, So if you see a sell situation euro USD, take it. But my overall view now is more buys. Okay, either from this level or from this level. But like based on probability, I'm more 100% from this level. This is more like 70% probability. Okay, but from what the structure the market is giving to us right now, it's at the previous week high. So and this previous week low that was created. Okay, so from here now, I should anticipate a sell. Okay, for euro USD to sell at least minimum. If you're to get a minimum sell level, you can take this Fibonacci from swing high to swing low and aim for at least the 62 Fibonacci retracement point or the 79 Fibonacci retracement point. Okay, the 79 Fibonacci retracement point is not bad. So like this is what I see. So from this level now, wherever the market reacts, we either buy from here. But if it breaks below this level and breaks below this low, then we know that we're taking buys from here. Okay, so the plan is we're selling from here for scalpers, just little scalp trade. Okay, when the market gets here, you close out. Okay, then you wait and see how the market reacts at this point. The market reacts here and give a buy opportunity. You can buy towards this and get towards this high. Or if it breaks this low, once this low is broken, then you know that we're taking the buys from here. But for right now, what I can see on Euro is more of a sell. Okay. So the next is GBP USD. Okay, GBP USD. This is our forecast for last week on GPS and it played out extremely well. The market was here on Monday, so we said that we were expecting what the market push up a bit into this box, which the market did before it sell. Because the market sold drastically. Okay, so that's a good, very good one because it used this place as a reaction zone. This demand zone as a reaction zone to continue selling. The market is back into that zone. So let us update this chart for GBP USD. Okay, which is the Great Britain pound against the United States dollar. I'm going to update that right now. So I'll push this below here. This is the previous week low, and then this is the previous week high. Then we go to daily time frame. Look at daily demand and daily supply. So based on what I can see, daily demand is all the way down here. Okay, and then the daily supply, we have two daily supply. This is one and this is another one. Okay, so with that in mind, let us now update this on the 4 hours time frame. So all the market is back to that recognition zone. So what I anticipate for GPUSD is the same view I have for because this is giving me a change of character vibe. Okay, this is giving more like a change of character vibe or a liquidity sweep. Okay, so this liquidity was taken over here, buy side liquidity was taken over here. Okay, so what I'm expecting now is more of a retest. Okay, and there could be a continuation push for GBP USD. So if this push should occur, we can anticipate market to get to this level minimum. So from where the market is right now, I see more of the market giving us a correction. Okay, to continue this buy towards this level. So this is what I see mainly for GBP USD. Then the next is for GBP JPY. So for GBP JPY, this was our view from last week, and you can see the market did extremely well, but it didn't actually get into our demand zone. So the market was here on Monday. Okay, so the market is going to sell GBP JPY and it sold drastically, taking liquidity below this low, this low, and this low. And I knew that that was what the market wanted to do. So, but it didn't get towards our demand zone. But as soon as it got over here, it had what a change of direction and then started buying towards the upside. Okay, So our forecast was extremely good, but it did not get into our buy level because me, I was more looking for the buy opportunity, like I can remember in my statement from last week. So let us update this chart. Let's go to the weekly time frame to update this chart. So on the weekly time frame to update the chart, we place this on the previous week low, previous week low. This is the previous week low, previous week low. Then we have the previous week high over here, previous week high. Okay, so aside from that, then we move over to the daily time frame. Then on the daily time frame, we spot out the daily demand and daily supply. This demand still holds. This daily demand still holds 100%. This will be removed. That's been broken and violated. So this is the daily demand I see over here. Then the daily supply. This was taking. This was more like the change of character. So I will take this as the current daily supply over here. Okay, then I go to the 4 hours time frame. So on the 4 hours time frame, what can I see? I can see that this market did not actually utilize this demand zone before selling. So for Euro US or for GP US JPY, I mean GP JPY, my anticipation is the market can have a rejection when it gets to this high here. But if it does not get to that high before this correction, then we should get this buy towards this level. So this is what I see for GBP JPY. Okay, but the major point of interest to be able to buy, it did not actually fulfill it like this place. It did not get to it. So that's just it. So have it in mind. So the next on the list is gold, God's money. So I know a lot of you are aware now about the peace deal that has been completed in the United States of America. So with that in mind now, gold has been rallying. So on Monday, we said that this was where the market is. I saw what a supply zone here. This was giving me an ascending triangle pattern. This is an ascending triangle, okay? It is impulse, correction, impulse. So it was ranging while creating this pattern. Then I said when this market breaks this supply zone, okay, then that's when we're going to see a massive buy on XAUSD, okay? So what the market do, it did not actually break it. Instead, it went the opposite direction to force sellers to sell. So sellers saw this break of this triangle, and this is the pattern sellers want. So they trapped sellers to sell, and after they trapped sellers to sell, they now started buying as at on Wednesday, okay? And now they took out the stop losses because most sellers will place their stop losses above this high, okay? So they came here and took out the stop losses now. So for gold, let's update this chart. Our forecast was on point. We told you guys no matter what, we're still on buys, we're still on buys, we're still on buys. No matter what on gold, we're still on buys. Okay, so let us now update this chart on gold. So let's go to the weekly time frame. So on the weekly time frame, we mark out the previous week high and previous week low. This is previous week high. We mark out the previous week high and this previous week low over here. Then we go to the daily time frame. On the daily time frame, you see last week was more of a range accumulation. On daily time frame, we mark out daily demand and daily supply. So this daily demand held. So now I'm going to adjust it a bit to the upside because it has formed a new demand I can see. This is now the new demand I can see, the daily demand I can see, which is on point and spontaneous. So this is daily demand I see currently. Then we have a daily supply all the way up here. Okay. and we have another daily supply over here. So this is not the main daily supply, this is the main daily supply. Then we come over here on the 4 hours time frame. On the 4 hours time frame, and more of buys, okay? From this level, and more of buys, you see. So since the market already broke this this high, and it has done what, grabbed liquidity, okay? Market has broke this high, which we are expecting to break last week. Okay, but instead it used that pattern towards forcing sellers to sell, because the way the market maker makes money is first of all sending you to the wrong direction. One, two is making sure you buy at a more expensive price while they buy at a discount price. Okay, and three, by taking your stop loss. Okay, so once they send you to the wrong direction, literally they're making money and you're losing money. Okay, so your account is going to bleed. And then when you buy at a premium price, which is a higher price, you'll be making a little profit, they'll be making more of the profit. And then thirdly, they take your stop loss. Okay, so they liquidate your account. That's why when the drop happened on 10th of October, which was a very tragic day, and a lot of accounts were liquidated in the market. Okay, that's the way market makers make money. People actually manipulate and control this market. Okay, and the algorithms are part of it now. Together with AI, you can just, as in the system they operate with can be unimaginable. Like, so the thing here is that if gold gives us a rate test, we're taking more buys. Okay, and we're aiming minimum for this high. Meanwhile, I just want to do this. So if you're to take this, where institutions should be looking to take profit should be at least the, yeah, 50%, half. This is the equilibrium price. Okay, equilibrium price. So it aligns properly, and before that, this there is liquidity here as well that needs to be grabbed. Okay, buy side liquidity that needs to be grabbed up here. Okay, so for gold, the forecast is clear. If you see any retest, okay, any simple retest, correction, not correction, then we buy. For more buys, for more buys since last week, for more buys, and I've been holding my buys. Like, you can't imagine, I got into the market as at this point. So the market came back to my entry point as at last week. I didn't sell, okay, and then I held it all throughout the week, and now boom. I mean, you can just imagine the amount of profit I've been. So more buys for gold, equilibrium. We're taking the market profit at equilibrium. Then we wait and see how the market reacts. From equilibrium, they can decide to either shoot it down more or to extend it high. So when the market gets to equilibrium, we start looking at the sentiment and direction of the market. But for now, buy. Then the next on the list is Bitcoin. Bitcoin, so the people's coin. We called out a trade last week, Wednesday, okay, on Bitcoin in our general group, okay. The link to our general group is on the comment section and on the description. Check out the comment section and the description to get the link to the general group. Okay, so the trade is still running. The trade is still running. We got in here on Wednesday. I called out a buy limit trade on Bitcoin. I gave the price, the entry, and the take profit. Okay, so the trade is still running, and it's still in good profit. So I don't have to say much on Bitcoin. But before I round up on Bitcoin, you guys can remember this forecast. This forecast was from last week, Monday. We told you guys that if the market breaks this low, okay, this trend line, there's going to be a rate test, and that's what the market did. We broke it down Monday, gave a rate test, and then sold towards the $100,000 per Bitcoin mark. And then on Wednesday, we called out the buy trades, okay, for Bitcoin. So we're still rocking that trade. Let's just update this chart on Bitcoin, okay. So so do the chart is just to actually position the previous week high and previous week low. But that's something that we can do later. We're still on buys. Any retest on Bitcoin, like any retest on Bitcoin, you take more buys. Any retest, you take more buys. Any retest, you take more buys. The same thing for the Ethereum USD. Ethereum USD, any retest you get, you take more buys. Okay. So the sales from last week was accurate, it sold like we anticipated. Any retest, you take more buys. And lastly, it has to do with Solana. Okay, so any retest on Solana and below, you take more buys. Okay, when I say retest,